Chapter 30, The Generator Theory 2.0. Zhu Tui and the rest of the students were dazzled by how prosperous the capital was. They were still extremely excited when they arrived at the new student reception center. Most of them did not notice that the massive fleet of escort vehicles had disappeared. When they reached the student reception center of the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College, Zhu Tui looked around but did not notice any scouts or defense personnel in the student reception center. However, even though the workers such as the lady working at the front desk and the attendants leading the way were very busy, all of them were very welcoming. Their expressions were also very relaxed. There was no shred of anxiety on their faces. It looks like this place is safe. Zhu Tui had become a little paranoid after he had been through 2 life-threatening situations within days. He even saw his life flash by his eyes once. The conditions in the student reception center were rather decent. The rooms each held 2 students. They were a little cramped, with roughly an area of 10 square meters. However, the rooms were very clean. Zhu Tui naturally shared a room with Cheng Mo. After setting their luggage down, the first thing they did was to wash up and get dinner. Originally, Zhu Tui had intended to first lie down on the comfortable-looking bed. He had been on the bus for 2 days. He missed the bed. However, Cheng Mo had complained that he was hungry. Then, Zhu Tui once again became the center of attention in the canteen. He became the center of attention in front of the new students who had come from all over the country. They could have had their meal in the canteen. However, Cheng Mo was injured. Zhu Tui had to bring the meal back to the room for him. Along with his portion, Zhu Tui carried 8 large portions of food at one time. He got the server to fill every container of food to the brim. There were 6 portions for Cheng Mo and 2 for him. Zhu Tui especially asked for a large container of soup after he got his 8 portions of food, then left the canteen leisurely. At this moment, Zhu Tui could feel the gazes of 1,000 people. He had become the center of attention in the student reception center. Was it because he was carrying 8 portions of food and a large container of soup? Zhu Tui did not think so. Zhu Tui felt that the reason he was the center of attention was they was handsome. Of course, what Zhu Tui did not know was that a few nasty rumors had started to spread, stemming from the curiosity of the new students. The 2 of them wolfed down their food after Zhu Tui returned to the room. By the time Cheng Mo looked toward Zhu Tui's 2 portions of food, Zhu Tui had already finished his meal. He did not give Cheng Mo any chance. "Mosey, how much money did you bring?" Zhu Tui suddenly remembered an important question. "Money? Not much. My dad only gave me 200 level F energy restoration pills to help with my hunger and about $10,000 in cash for school expenses." Cheng Mo paused, recollecting, then continued, "Oh, my mom secretly gave me 30,000. My grandfather secretly gave me 10,000, and my grandmother gave me 40,000. That's all I have. I should have 4,500 to spend every month," Cheng Mo quickly added. $90,000? You are a mini-millionaire. Cheng Mo's family was better to do than Zhu Tui's, but they were not much richer. "Why? Do you lack money? We have just reached the school and should not need much money. Are you saving money to buy something?" Cheng Mo asked, "How much do you lack? You can take it from me." Zhu Tui remained silent. He was secretly calculating something. "Why? Do you lack a lot?" Cheng Mo carefully looked out the window, afraid that someone would hear him. He then whispered, "Let me tell you, I still have 20,000 in savings. I can lend those to you, but you have to leave some money behind for me to pay my school fees and living expenses." Zhu Tui let out a long sigh. "Mosey, do you know how much we spent on the meal just now?" "How much?" Cheng Mo was nonchalant. "A small serving costs 10, a medium serving is 12, and a large serving is 15. That's a special price for students. The 2 of us got 8 large servings, yes. Just calculating the cost of your meal, you got 6 large servings, which totaled $90. And you are not even full yet." Cheng Mo's eyes widened in shock. He said loudly as if he was seeing Zhu Tui for the first time, "Wow, little Tui, you're reminding me about the money for my meal today." Scram! Zhu Tui hit Cheng Mo at the back of his head. "I was worried about what you are going to eat in the future. My father said that I would get $4,000 a month in the future. My mom said that she can sneak in another $1,000 for me. That's 5,000. That's a substantial amount. 5,000 is a substantial amount. But darn it, you spent $90 on a single meal. You can eat a little less for breakfast, maybe at half the cost, Wuxia suggested. You need 3 meals a day. Not counting supper, you'll spend 225 a day. There are 30 days in a month. You'll have to spend 6,750 just on the meals for the month. That Mek, Cheng Mo was flabbergasted. How are 3 meals a day enough for me? And we cannot skip supper. If we count supper and a few snacks along the way, if I eat at my full capacity, then $10,000 a month wouldn't be enough for your meals, with the rest of the expenses. Cheng Mo suddenly howled in grief when he heard Wuxia's calculations. I want to get into an official relationship before I become as large as a mountain. I have to get myself a few larger-sized, good-looking clothes. I also have to give my girlfriend gifts. Cheng Mo looked as though he had nothing to live for. He tilted his head backward and fell onto the bed. However, in falling backward, he pulled on his wound and gasped, "Little Tui, we have to find a way to make money. The 5,000 a month that I'll get from my parents is the bare minimum for my survival. Of the hierarchy of needs, I have to satisfy my hunger before I can have the strength to get into a relationship. Little Tui, you have to help me. Otherwise, at the rate I am gaining weight, I might no longer have a chance to get into a relationship. I definitely have to help you. I've helped you think up a few ideas on our way here," Wuxia said. "Tell me quickly." Cheng Mo became excited the moment he heard what Wuxia said. First, fasting. Limit your food intake to what an average human eats a day. At the same time, increase the intensity of your exercise. That won't do. I'll go insane. Furthermore, based on the information I know, the first change to the body after activating the genetic base points in the stomach is that digestive enzymes will become more powerful. If I do not consume food for an extended period, my stomach might digest itself. Cheng Mo had a look of fear. Oh, FCAC. Then the second method is to consume extremely cheap foods that are hard to digest, like bone. Are you treating me like a dog? Cheng Mo grumbled. Can you not think in the direction of limiting my food intake? Then I have a third idea, Wuxia said. Train as if your life depends on it. But in my current state, Cheng Mo pointed to his arm and the areas of his chest where his ribs were with a look of frustration. What I'm talking about is not limited to physical training. I am also talking about here. Wuxia pointed to his head. The brain. Cheng Mo was speechless. How do I train my brain? Do you have muscles in your brain? I think you are the one with muscles in your brain, Wuxia scolded, pointing toward Cheng Mo. What I mean is that you should use your objective consciousness to think. Use your objective consciousness to control the direction of the energy coursing in your body. Use the energy to strengthen yourself and expend that energy in the process. For example, think about activating the genetic base points in your hand. Imagine yourself as a commander who had just taken up the job. Command the energy you obtain from the food that is digested by your stomach and direct them toward your right hand. Perhaps the energy that you obtain from the food that is digested by your stomach might really course into your right hand, Wuxia explained seriously. Wuxia had thought about this for a long time during their journey here, before coming up with a potential way to solve Cheng Mo's problem based on the changes to his own body. Of course, it was merely a possibility. It was also one of Wuxia's daring trials and experiments. Is this the generator theory that you told me before? Cheng Mo stared at Wuxia. Did you find a way to use the horsepower of my high-powered generator? You can say that this is the upgraded version of the generator theory, Wuxia said. Is it reliable? Cheng Mo was skeptical. Wuxia had wanted to tell him that this was a test, but he suddenly changed his stance when he saw the concerned look in Cheng Mo's eyes. There should be an effect. This is a method that Miss Anne and I had discussed along the way here. Wuxia was an exceptional liar. His lies came naturally. Do you know who Miss Anne is? The youngest mystery branch professor in the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College. She even got promoted as an exception. The female Shura. You saw her unleash her power the other day, Wuxia added. Cheng Mo thought about it. He had a glimmer of gratitude in his eyes. It looked like he believed Wuxia. Little Tui, thank you. Scram, don't mention it. Missen said that the most important thing about this method is that you must have a powerful objective consciousness. Your mind, which is also your attention, must be highly focused. Zhu Tui repeated with much emphasis, highly focused. Get it? Also, this method might not work on the first try. You have to try it several times, Zhu Tui said. Cheng Mo nodded. I will. Oh, yes, I'll go ask Miss N if I have any problems. No, ask me. I am her student. I can ask her if I have the time. She might beat you to death if you disturb her. Zhu Tui told Cheng Mo that mainly because he was afraid Zhao Saxui would beat him to death after Cheng Mo went to look for Zhao Saxui. Alright, I'll try it out immediately. Cheng Mo was very motivated. However, just as he was about to test the method out, the phone in the room rang. Is this Cheng Mo? I am calling from the medical center of the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College. We received a notification saying that you were injured on your way here. Based on the rules, you can come and receive treatment from the medical center. We should be able to fully treat your injuries in half a month. Of course, we can also head to your room to inject you with the bone growth acceleration elixir. What is your choice? Phoebus on the phone was gentle and pleasant. Without much hesitation, Cheng Mo decided he'll head over to the medical center. Alright, someone will come to fetch you with a stretcher later. Please bring along your personal belongings. The line was cut. Cheng Mo had an elated look on his face. You can stay here alone. I'll go look for the pretty nurses at the medical center and have a chat with them. We'll talk about life. A genius like me will definitely be very popular. Cheng Mo had a look of anticipation. Good luck. I hope that you would not scare the nurses with your appetite. Zhu Tui felt that that was the best blessing he could give Cheng Mo. Cheng Mo became confused. Soon, medical personnel arrived with a medical gurney and brought Cheng Mo away. Zhu Tui was left alone in the room. As they had already been through the registration process, no one would be further assigned to his room. Zhu Tui took a warm bath and dug into the warm sheets. He stretched his limbs. There was only one word to describe this: comfortable. Zhu Tui had consolidated his experiences and gave Cheng Mo a feasible idea to solve his problems. Whether or not the method would work depended on Cheng Mo's trials. Now, Zhu Tui had to solve his own problems.